Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Oshkosh rumors, new sport aviation fly-in to be announced. Russia cancels premier international airshow. Judge denies request pertaining to Huntington Beach Airshow settlement. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Oshkosh rumors, new sport aviation fly-in to be announced. With the demise of the once well-regarded fly-ins at Sebring and Deland, many sport aviation fans and companies have abhorred the vacuum that has been created in their absence. While Sun & Fun and Oshkosh provide a lot of opportunity to see the best and brightest from among the sport aviation industry's finest offerings, those immense shows provide little opportunity for close inspection, demo flights, and special attention for that unique and valuable segment of the aviation world. The fall and winter fly-ins, Sebring in January and Deland in November, provided some excellent venues for sport aviation to shine. But the lack of location support, management issues, and other concerns have seen both these events slide into obscurity. Now, there's hope. There are strong indications that a new sport aviation event, still wavering between either a November or January timeframe until they finish with industry surveys, will be announced during Oshkosh's opening day, and one stunning detail bodes really well for its potential for success. The event is being organized to be conducted at none other than Lakeland-Linder Regional Airport in Lakeland, Florida, which is otherwise the home of the Sun & Fun Aerospace Expo, though SNF is not the primary organizer of the event. Coming up after the break, Airbus helicopters H-160 granted FAA type certification.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Airbus helicopters H-160 granted FAA type certification. Airbus Helicopters has received FAA type certification for its H-160 medium utility helicopter, thereby marking a milestone in the aircraft's development and heralding its imminent entry into the U.S. market. Intended to replace the AS365 and EC155 models in Airbus's rotary wing lineup, the H-160 is a multi-role utility helicopter suited to missions the likes of offshore transportation, private and business helicopter charter, emergency medical services, commercial passenger transport, search and rescue, and law enforcement. The model was granted EASA type certification in July 2020, and first deliveries commenced in December 2021. Technam kills P-Volt program. Technam has admitted to yet another false move as they announced the termination of its P-Volt development project, saying that the company concluded that, quote, the time for P-Volt is not yet ripe, end quote. It was somewhat strange to note that Technam threw in the towel on their plan to build a sustainable testbed on one of their mass production twins around the same time NASA unexpectedly ended their own electric Technam twin project, the X-57 Maxwell. Technam's take was interesting, skipping over the optimistic praise for the canceled project. 1947 Stinson donated to EAA Chapter 534. James Elrod of Tavares, Florida, has donated a vintage 1947 Stinson single-engine aircraft to Leesburg, Florida's EAA Chapter 534. Having heard of the youth outreach programs undertaken by EAA Chapter 534, Mr. Elrod was compelled to donate his Stinson in the hope of encouraging young Floridians to cultivate interest in aviation. EAA Chapter 534 has long accepted donations of damaged, older, or unfinished aircraft from owners alternately hanging up their headsets, headed for terrestrial retirements, or over their heads in building projects for which they've insufficient time or waning interest. Universal Hydrogen Mojave Air and Spaceport partnership announced. Universal Hydrogen, the California energy concern about the business of making hydrogen-powered commercial flight a near-term reality, has selected California's Mojave Air and Spaceport as its new flight test center. The move occasioned the commencement of the next phase of Universal Hydrogen's flight testing campaign, the ultimate purpose of which is the vetting and certification of the company's hydrogen-electric Aero powertrain. Additionally, Universal Hydrogen announced the successful relocation to Mojave of Lightning McLean, a de Havilland Dash 8300 regional airliner that functions as the company's primary flight testing platform. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Russia cancels premier international air show. The British Ministry of Defense has released a statement in which the agency alleges the Kremlin has chosen to cancel 2023's MAKS International Aviation and Space Show Airshow, an undertaking by which Moscow showcases the alleged prowess of Russia's civil and military aircraft industries, highlights the products thereof, and drums up exports of such. The Ministry of Defense posited cancellation of the high-profile event was attributable in part to Ukrainian drone strikes on Russian targets and the security risks connoted thereby. The MOD opined, quote, Russia has canceled the 2023 iteration of MAKS, its premier international air show. MAKS, which usually takes place near Moscow, helps Russia to drive up exports for its military and civil aircraft by showcasing its best planes. The show has probably been canceled due to genuine security concerns following recent uncrewed aerial vehicle attacks inside Russia, end quote. In addition to the threat of Ukrainian concerns, the Kremlin fears the humiliation inherent foreign delegates' reluctance or outright refusal to attend the show amid the security exigency occasioned by Ukraine's surprisingly effective weaponization of commercial drones. Recent weeks have seen Ukrainian drone operators successfully strike targets well inside the Russian motherland. The MOD continued, quote, the war has been exceptionally challenging for Russia's aerospace community. The sector is struggling under international sanctions. Highly trained specialists are being encouraged to serve as infantry in the Roscosmos Space Agency's own militia, end quote. Coming up after these messages, judge denies request pertaining to Huntington Beach Airshow settlement.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Welcome back. Judge denies request pertaining to Huntington Beach Airshow settlement. A California judge has denied 2 emergency requests pertaining to Huntington Beach's near $5 million settlement with the operator of its annual airshow over the cancellation of the 2021 event's final day on account of an oil spill. One request sought to prevent the city from pawning out the settlement, while the second attempted to make public a full and detailed accounting of the settlement. Orange County Superior Court Judge Michael Strickroth had denied both emergency requests. Ergo, the matters will go before Judge Martha Gooding on July 17th. The settlement between Huntington Beach and Pacific Airshow LLC was announced in May and stipulated the city would pay the airshow operator nearly $5 million. Huntington Beach stands to pay $2 million more should the city recover additional monies through its lawsuit against Amplify Energy Corp., owner of the pipeline that leaked in 2021, thereby forcing the cancellation. The petition to block the settlement was filed by former Huntington Beach Mayor Connie Boardman and former City Planning Commissioner Mark Bixby. The subsequent petition for full disclosure of the Huntington Beach Pacific Airshow LLC settlement was filed by Huntington Beach resident and former City Council candidate Gina Clayton Tarvin. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.